Well, 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 well. You know, cotton picking well, boy. Uncle Mike seen Courtney up there. Where you been, Courtney? Courtney, where you been with your line at? I mean, your line self. Where you been, Courtney? I haven't heard nothing from Courtney. Came out strong. Courtney came out 100 miles an hour, baby. You got tapes. You got video footage of Justin Bieber wing scene. Shit. Oh my gracious, man. Hey, let's play one of these joints right here, man. I'm gonna play this one right here. I ain't played this one in a minute right here. The album done dropped. Yeah.
It's Uncle Mike.
This one goes out to Courtney.
You stuck somewhere up in your head. Let's talk about it. You ain't stuck in life. You stuck in here in your head. Every fear, every broken mirror, every dream you killed, you're the engineer. Gotta face that loop or live stuck in here. You ain't stuck in life. You stuck in here in your head. Every fear, every broken mirror, every dream you killed, you're the engineer. Gotta face that loop or live stuck in here. You create problems that don't even exist. Talking yourself out the chat before you even miss. Addicted to complaining, finding comfort in the pain. More loyal to your fear than building up your name. You overthink your vibe and question who you are. Then wonder why success still feels so far. If you don't fix the code that's running underneath, you're gonna keep signing up and quitting every week. Blaming trainers, coaches, every strategy, but truth is, you avoiding that mirror tragically. You don't need clarity, nah, you need the truth. And you gotta stop ducking the work that's in the view. You ain't stuck in life, you stuck in here in your head. Every fear, every broken mirror, every dream you killed, you're the engineer. Gotta face that loop or live stuck in here. You ain't stuck in life, you stuck in here in your head. Every fear, every broken mirror, every dream you killed, you're the engineer. Gotta face that loop or live stuck in here. You blame life like it cursed your name, but every storm just testing how bad you want change. You ain't scared of failing, you scared to shine. Cause success means no excuses, just grind. It's easier to quit and say it ain't for me than to face that mirror and disagree. You sabotage good things when they near, saying it's not enough, but that's your fear. You think you need clarity, but you need guts to do the damn work when the hype dies and cuts. Ain't no magic, it's muscles and scars. You can pray all you want, but action's the start. You ain't lost, you just looping the pain. Same pages, different book, still the same game. You waiting for a sign, it's already lit. That fire you need, you was born with it. So what you gonna do? Blame the map or move your shoes? Every wide me is a chain. Break loose. You ain't stuck in life, you stuck in here in your head. Every fear, every broken mirror, every dream you killed, you're the engineer. Gotta face that loop or live stuck in here. You ain't stuck in life, you stuck in here in your head. Every fear, every broken mirror, every dream you killed, you're the engineer. Gotta face that loop or live stuck in here. Until you change what's going on in here, nothing out there will ever change.
You gotta change. You have to change your mind and your thinking. I think a lot of people don't realize that a lot of the thoughts you hold in your head may not be right. You just think they right because this is what you think. Just because you think it and this is what you believe, it's not right. It's just your belief. You got to learn how to work with other people. And speaking of other people, these two knuckleheads, all three of these knuckleheads is up here. They got to learn. God don't like ugliness, man. You got to help people. I didn't like the lawyer because, first of all, she's his lawyer. So think about that. That's number one. Number two, she talking about shopping tapes. What? That sound like blackmail at its finest. I'ma shop these tapes. I seen still pictures of these tapes, and I'ma shop them and see if they want to buy them before we go public with them. That's what she said. This is a lawyer. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's see what Ticket got to say about Courtney. You know that's my cousin, right? Courtney done lied to Too Strong in them. He done lied and said all kinds of lies. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell.
All right, man. Y'all press one if y'all can hear me in the comment section. Let me get a mic check. I'm going right in because I want to speak about something tonight. I'm going right in. Y'all press one if y'all can hear me. Got a mic check real quick. You know, salute again everybody that's tapping on in, man. Appreciate all y'all. Right. Everybody knows that on YouTube that I, speak out a lot for the ladies. A lot of ladies I have that are subscribed to my YouTube channel. I speak out a lot in defense of the ladies, against guys like Diddy, guys who are preying upon women as far as, they putting their hands on these women and violating these women, things like that. So it's funny to me when I make a video that you have some people that don't want to listen to a video. Now, there's this old lady. You would think that she's mature. She continues to want to keep my name in her mouth or slick dissing in her videos or whatever she want to do, referring to me. Now, I did a video earlier today, a few hours ago. I did a video talking about the situation with Halle Berry. Now, ex-Major League Baseball player Dave Justice did an interview on All the Smoke. And in All the Smoke, they basically were talking and basically got into talking about the situation with Halle Berry. So he basically broke it down. Now, he gave his thoughts. Now, I came on YouTube, right? And I gave my thoughts on what everybody was saying that Halle Berry was exposed. So I used that as the title, Halle Berry's exposed, right? Now, you have some people like probably similar to this old lady who loves to disrespect, troll. And the thing is, I've never even spoken to this lady. I never said nothing to this lady. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, she has an affinity for talking about me in my videos, right? Or whatever I say, she has a problem, some type of issue she has with me. She doesn't know me from a can of paint. Never met this woman, never talked to this woman, never knew nothing about this old woman. She just loves to gossip and talk about me, right? In her videos and things like that. Even though she don't know me, she never known me, she's never spoken to me, anything in her life. You understand what I'm saying? I came out today and I basically spoke about how Halle Berry, Dave Justice said that, hey man, look, she don't like to cook or clean. Now in the video I made today, I clearly did not disrespect Halle Berry in any way, shape, or form. In my video today that I made, I clearly remember myself saying that some people in certain situations, like a Halle Berry, who have had a career, when you grow up and you're in the industry, you don't have a lot of time to be at home to cook, clean, or do things like that. But I also stated something that was saying, this is why listening and hearing is very fundamental, man. Very fundamental. And let me say this. Somebody says, no, I didn't. Yes, I did. Let me play it right now. 5:47 marks that video, Halle Berry. Let's play it. Here's the thing, right? Halle Berry done been married 3 times, she say. What else we talking about, bro? Listen, let me just be real with y'all, right? You can be beautiful and have all those features to yourself, but if you don't have the other features, I'm gonna tell you something. You can have all the outside features to attract a man, but do you have those features to keep a man? Now, hold on, let's start right there. What did I say that was a lie? Let me give y'all a perfect example of what I'm talking about, since people have a hard time comprehending information. Point blank period. 1, T.I. Don't all the people always talk about his wife Tiny and talk about how she looked? Ja Rule. Don't people always try and talk about how this man's wife looked? But don't y'all understand there's a reason why these men have been with these women so long? They might not be these supermodel looking type of women, but it's something about these women that are keeping these men in relationships and marriages with them for all this time. You know what it's called? It's called true love. It's called other things beyond beauty. It's called the beauty within. How is that disrespecting, and I'm going to keep playing it, but how is that disrespecting Halle Berry? Because I said that a lot of ways to a man's soul is a woman's cooking. These are facts. I didn't say, hey, that has to be the end all be all, and if you don't do that, you ain't shit. I never said that. I said that the way that a lot of these women hook these men, who you're hooking to stay with you all this time, is the other things, not just the beauty. Because God can snatch that from you anytime he want, ma'am. He can take that beauty on the outside from you anytime he want, however he want, whether it be via accident, age, whatever. But the one thing that nobody should be able to take away from a woman is the beauty within, the things within that she has to offer a man. Doesn't always have to be cooking. But I said that Dave said that. Now, since I have to explain myself to what old ladies like to troll and run their mouth about a nigga they don't even know, right? Talking about, I cling on to my name. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I have a maid that cooks and cleans for all of us. Why? Because my schedule is busy. My woman's schedule is busy. And we don't have time all the time to do that. Now, do my woman cook for me a lot? Yes. But that doesn't mean, and she gonna say, blogger, excuse me, ma'am, I'm a professional basketball player for 16 years. Get that shit correct. I do this YouTube stuff for fun, because I like to. I've already paid the price in my whole entire career in order to live the way that God has been able to bless me to live. That's why you don't hear me on here talking about shoot 'em up, bang, bang, lay another brother down and all this other shit. That's why you hear me on my channel standing up 10 toes and defending ladies and all this other stuff. Because I'm talking about things that are realistic. Now, I pointed out something with Holly Berry that was true. But see, this is the thing. Whenever I'm on here getting at Diddy and getting at all these other dudes, y'all ain't got no problem with that. But when we talk about these ladies, now it's a problem. Now you this, now you that. No, ma'am, slow your roll and shut your mouth. Because I wasn't bothering you, and this is the third time that you've been disrespecting trying to come at me, ma'am. And I haven't asked for no smoke with you because I don't know you and I don't care nothing about, you know what I'm saying, what you think. But I'm saying this to you because obviously you have some type of issue with me, and it's weird because I don't have an issue with you. I don't know you. But I noticed that you always like to cling on what I say and put my name in your mouth, and you say stuff that's wrong. Now, what I'm saying about Holly Berry is true. Holly Berry said that she had been married 3 times, and she said, Holly Berry said, the man she's with now is the man she really should have married, not the other 3 men. Let me repeat myself again. Holly Berry been married 3 times. So obviously she ain't doing something right. If you've been married 3 times, you gotta look at yourself and say, hey man, I'm the problem. I'm the problem. Same thing like Diddy. Diddy getting into these arguments with all these chicks. He gotta look at himself and say, man, something wrong with me, man. I'm the problem. Ain't all these people, something wrong with me. When you're always the common denominator, is something wrong with you. Right? Same thing I compared and said with Deion Sanders and Tracy Edmonds. Tracy Edmonds, fine as wine. Why is she single? Why is she 50-something years old, single, looking that good? Make it make sense.
Make it make
But Tracy,
sense.
she said something similar to what Dave Justice said about Holly Berry. She said, oh, I don't like to cook and all that other stuff clean. She said she was ordering food for prominence. I'm trying to tell y'all something that's real. These Southern dudes, these old school dudes, they love when they women cook for them. That's why y'all can see some of these celebrities and they don't have these BBL supermodel looking wives. They have these old school women who they love, who love them, who came up in the mud with them. You understand? I said when a woman get in that kitchen and put her soul into that cooking, that means something to her man. What is wrong with what I said? But let's play what I said before I get to this Diddy situation. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying it because every woman can't cook. Every woman don't know how to clean. Right. That's exactly what I just said. Every woman can't cook. Every woman don't know how to clean. Let's finish hearing what I said, ma'am. You want to put words in my mouth and lie, don't lie on me. Especially when you grew up a certain way. Maybe you in the movies a lot, your acting career, you don't have a lot of time to stop, do all this. But see, this is why I tell y'all, parenting is important because ladies learn these things when they're young, getting older. How to cook, all these other things. These are things that you do from your soul, from your spirit for a man. A man loves that. Sometimes you get to a man's heart through the food, through your cooking. Is that a lie? All the ladies that's in this channel, is what I just said a lie? Do your man, ladies that's in this channel, let's keep this 100 real quick before we get to Diddy. Do your man look forward to you cooking when he come home? Why? Because he love your food, not because he on no slave time. That nigga love your food. You love when your woman cook. Nigga, ain't no flavor like when your woman get in there and lay it down in that kitchen for you, boy. That's real love right there. And I ain't saying that's the only love. I'm saying that's a major way to a man's heart. A woman getting there, don't y'all understand when a woman get in that kitchen and put that thing down for a brother, how a brother feel? That make a nigga feel different. And didn't I say in the video? Didn't I say, since this lady want to come out here and run her mouth and disrespect me for no reason? Didn't I say in this same video that it's certain things that men do for women beyond just her thinking that this nigga look good? The small things that attract women and keep them, like rubbing their feet, massaging their legs, rubbing their feet at night. Didn't I say that in this video? But some people don't want to hear that. They have a hatred for you for no reason. So what they do is they hate on you. Let's keep going. You know what I'm saying? And just do that. Now, again, some women can't cook. They don't know how to cook. They don't want to, cook. You got a lot of money. You don't want to clean, this, that, the third. And look, nobody wants to be felt like that they're a maid, right? And we're not saying. Right. What did I say wrong? I said nobody want to be felt like that they're a maid. Why did I say that? Because don't no woman want to feel like she a maid for a nigga. When you doing what you doing, that's love as far as when I say cooking. When you putting that thing down in that kitchen. You hate a nigga for no reason so much, ma'am, that you will lie and try to take sneak shots just because you have something that I don't even have against you. I don't have any hatred for you, man. I don't know you to hate you, man. I don't know you to hate you. But you continuously make content trying to take shots at me. And it's rare niggas like me out here that's standing up for women, man. And this is the reason why y'all alienate all these dudes. Because they see women like you and how you talk and how you disrespect a man. Shout out to my brother Pastor in the building. He know what time it is. How you talk, how you disrespect a man. That's a problem you got. Now you tell me what I said, that's lying. I ain't lied about nothing. And I said that the old school woman, and I'm telling you the truth, the old school woman, your mama, my mama, your grandmother, they all grew up loving to be the one who cooked the dinner for the family, prepare the meals for her husband, for her man. Show that love to him. So when this nigga's out here doing his hard work and he come home sweating and putting in that work, man, he come home and he feel that love in that good cooked meal. It's more than just if a woman look good, got a fat ass and some big breasts. That's my point. But some people are so small-minded, they don't even see that and will lie to make it seem like you try to disrespect somebody. That's a damn shame. Let's finish listening to what I said. Don't know how to cook. They don't want to, man loves that. Sometimes you get to a man's heart through the food, through your cooking. You know what I'm saying? And just do that. Now, again, some women can't cook. They don't know how to cook. They don't want to, cook. You got a lot of money. You don't want to clean, this, that, and the third. And look, nobody wants to be felt like that they're a maid, right? And we're not saying that. We're not putting that out here because you got to look at Halle Berry's lifestyle too. I mean, her being the lifestyle she's in, she's not really going to have that much time to do all that with all the... Right. Did you hear what I just said? Halle Berry and the lifestyle she's in, being a movie actress, ain't going to have all that much time to be cooking and all this other stuff. So I said I understand that situation, but for some reason these people don't listen to your video. They just want to run their mouth and talk shit about you and slander your name. It's disgusting. And y'all wonder why it's not a lot of niggas that's like me that's willing to take her for these ladies. Because a lot of these ladies be so disrespectful to the same men who will be out here, who will stand up for them. When they know these niggas wrong putting their hands on these women. And it's disgusting. And everything I said is 100% true. And you, ma'am, you cap. You cap. Because that's exactly what I said in my video if you would have listened. But I know you didn't listen. You know what I'm saying? And just do that. Now, again, some women can't cook. They don't know how to cook. They don't want to, you know what I'm saying, cook. They, you know, you got a lot of money. You don't want to clean, this, that, and the third. And look, nobody wants to be felt like that they're a maid, right? And we're not saying that. We're not putting that out here because you got to look at Halle Berry's lifestyle too. I mean, her being the lifestyle she's in, she's not really going to have that much time to do all that with all the movies and stuff and acting and things that she has been doing throughout her career. This is one of these things that was alleged that you kind of heard rumblings about, alleged around, you know, Tracy Edmonds, that she didn't cook. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. And, you know, them country boys, them boys from down south, I don't know where Dave Justice is from, but I think he's from the, I don't know if he's from the Midwest or whatever. Midwest cats too sometimes, I think. But, you know, sometimes these cats, man, bro, they love when a woman cook for them, bro. It's the best thing in the world. When your woman cook for you and put that loving in that cooking, you can taste that loving in that cooking. You understand? What am I lying about? Somebody tell me. And I seen somebody say, well, they just talking about something 30 years ago. If he's asked about this in an interview, he's going to answer the question. Halle Berry answered questions about her past. Don't nobody got a problem with it. Halle Berry sat out here and said she been married 3 times. And that finally the man she's with now, who she haven't married, she said this the man she's supposed to marry. Not all the other guys. But y'all ain't got no problem with her talking about those other relationships and saying this is the man I should have married, not those other men. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Now, how many women that's in here that's listening, because we can ready to get to Diddy right now. How many women that's in here listening, you love cooking for your man because you know how when that nigga, when he come in that house, and he see that food you cook, man, girl, you don't put that, man. You don't put a plate together for this. I'm trying to tell you something. They don't know nothing about that. What I'm talking about, man. That's that real love right there. You understand what I'm saying? But they don't understand what I'm saying. They taking what I'm saying a whole different way. So people can look at some of these celebrities, oh, why you with her, man? Why you ain't with this supermodel chick? Because this other woman over here, she got real love for me. She gonna hold it down when I'm sick. She gonna help me when I ain't right. She gonna support me when I'm broke and I ain't got no mofo money. She gonna always make sure that I got a meal on a table that's good, that she put her soul into, and her love and her touch into. And she just gonna hold me down and have my back, and I'm gonna have hers. That's facts. What did I say that was lying? And things like that, sometimes just small stuff like that gets to a brother's soul, gets to a brother's spirit, massages a brother's mind, you understand what I'm saying? And shows the love that you put into this thing. I think all these things and aspects are important, you know what I mean? Him saying that she asked to marry, I mean, she might have really loved him, you know what I'm saying? That he said that they didn't really have no real big issues, it's just that they was a part of. Let me say this. Let me say this to everybody listening. All the brothers in here, ladies, y'all know I ain't lying. Ladies, most of y'all that cook for y'all man, and I'm not dogging out the ones that don't know how to cook or can't cook. I'm not saying, it's other ways you satisfy your man outside of you just being beautiful, whatever it is, right? don't you got a plate that you know you cook for this nigga? Let me say something there. Let me break this down. Tell you something. Y'all can have any type of problem y'all got. A lady can know I'm gonna cook this nigga favorite meal. She know what this nigga favorite meal is. Oh my God. This nigga come home, they could have been in a whole argument the last 3 days. She cooked this nigga favorite meal, man, that nigga come out. And she know what that nigga like. She know what he liked. Right? Whatever it may be. That's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And it don't have nothing to do with how you look. It don't have nothing to do with your outside beauty. It has something to do with what's in your spirit, in your heart, and in your soul. Right? Did you hear what I just said? See, let me say something to you. And see, that's the thing about me. I'm not just gonna tell the truth about the men. I'm gonna tell the truth about the women too. See, when you married 3 times and you still ain't got it right, something wrong with you. See, they don't want to hear that though. They don't want to hear that. They always want to make an excuse. Let me repeat myself again. When you married 3 times and still ain't got it right, something wrong with you. You have to analyze thyself. These are facts. But see, what happens is when people don't want to take that responsibility, now we have these issues, right? And this is why a lot of ladies, they grow older alone. Because they haven't taken the responsibility to look at themselves and analyze and say, hold on, I gotta be doing something wrong here. Whether it's you don't want to change your attitude, you don't want to say, hey man, you know what, I need to move differently. Maybe it's how I'm talking to a person, maybe it's how I'm treating a person, maybe it's my approach to things or my mentality. When you don't got it wrong 3 times, man, you need to do some self-evaluating. But when we say that, when I say that, the same one that would come in here and dog out these dog-ass Negroes, they get mad at you and start making these capping ass videos trying to disrespect and sneak this. Lying, taking what you say out of perspective and out of context. And ma'am, I forgive you, ma'am, because you don't even know what you're doing when you running your mouth. You don't know me, I don't know you, ma'am. I don't do nothing but wish you the best, whoever you are. I wish you the absolute best. But there's no reason for you to continue to try to sneak at me and play this game with me. I'm cut from a different cloth, baby. Talking about some blogger. I don't need this blog shit. You must not know. You don't know nothing about me, man.
You got the window open?
Period. Sorry. You know what I let you know on this YouTube channel. Now, let's get to the Diddy situation. For everybody who don't know what's going on, Diddy has just upped the ante. Now, Courtney.
Yeah. Let's get to the Diddy. God damn. I'm over here. I don't know what she's doing. She's supposed to have the earbuds on. She listening to. Oh my God. You talking about somebody different. I've been married 4 times, man. I've been married 4 times, so it's time to do something different. According to Ticket, it must be me. I ain't never leave nobody. I ain't never put my hands on nobody. I never lied to any of my wives or anything like that. They wanted to leave, so see you later, bye. When the money go down, they leave out. Long as the money's good, but this time the money ain't gonna go down. Yeah, I'm learned how to make sure the business stays afloat this go around. But anyway, I'm sitting here messing with her, and she likes to cook. She always cooking way too much food for me. I'm not a big eater, never was a big eater, but hey, we make it work, man. We make it work. So I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what anybody say about me. She shy. She don't want to be on camera and all this stuff. But she to be messed with though. She's a housewife and want to do all kinds of stuff. Keep it mad. Oh man, I wish you would have I wish you would have came earlier on a different. Oh man, the kids. They were talking about Dr. Umar, and they were saying that Dr. Umar don't even want to have nothing to do with kids. He don't even talk to the kids. Uncle Mike loved the kids. I talk to the kids all the time. I think I get on the kids' nerves. Come here, man. Come get on the camera. Bye, Uncle Mike. They be gone. So anyway, let's get to this video, man. He yeah, now that Ticket finished his speech. And I don't blame him, man. I mean, how can you talk about somebody you don't even know, cuz you don't know me. People don't even know me. They don't know Uncle Mike. And then when they do get to know me, they be like, man, he a cool dude. I ain't never done nothing to nobody.
Courtney Burgess is on the right-hand side of your screen. He came out before the whole Diddy trial and claimed that he had some videotapes, some salacious videotapes of Sean Diddy Combs. Now, he claimed that he had some salacious videotapes with some, some youngins on, is what he claimed, right?
Yeah.
That's what he claimed he had, right? He claimed he made all kind of claims, right? That he had all of these videotapes, he got this stuff, and they was gonna make he's the one who had that. They had a book out, right? And his lawyer right there beside him was Ariel Mitchell. I don't know if she's still his lawyer, but she was his lawyer at that time. Now,
talk to me.
He got grand juried. Now let's talk about this, because see, we got to talk about facts now, right? After he said this stuff about this tape, they grand juried him. Now, when he got grand juried, he came out and his lawyer came out and stated that they fully cooperated with the feds. His lawyer stated that they gave all the information that the feds asked for to the federal government. Here's the thing. Diddy is now suing him for $100 million along with Ariel Mitchell Kidd, the attorney, right? Here's the thing. If he was lying, why didn't the feds arrest him? Why isn't he and the lawyer in prison and disbarred? If he was lying about all that stuff he had. They grand juried him. He had to testify under oath. And he also said that they came in and they got all those tapes, right? Now, one would say, well, Ticket, if they got all these tapes and stuff, why didn't they charge Diddy with that? Man, you don't know what the feds got going on.
Same here.
I don't know what the feds got going on.
That's the same here.
But I know one thing. If he claimed to have don't you know it's illegal to come out here and say all of that and then not have nothing? And then the feds come get you and you ain't got nothing. The feds will prosecute you. Let me repeat myself again. The feds will prosecute your ass if you're lying about something like that. He could have been in prison if he was lying. Now, since Diddy has filed this $100 million lawsuit against him and his lawyer at that time, Ariel Mitchell Kidd, now we fitting to see. Because in discovery, we fitting to see if the feds were really giving that information and if that information really exists. Diddy is suing this man for $100 million along with Ariel Mitchell Kidd, saying that none of this stuff ever existed, that it was all lies. Now, I'm going to say this. Didn't Diddy say that all Cassie's allegations were lies? Didn't he say that? He said everything Cassie was alleging was lies, and that the truth will come out. Then the CNN tape came out, and this nigga came out with an apology a couple days later. Remember that now? So let's read this article right quick on what's going on with this situation. So Diddy amends a defamation suit. Now he's seeking $100 million against Courtney Burgess and Ariel Mitchell. Now, in a significant escalation of his ongoing legal battles, music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has amended a defamation lawsuit originally filed in January 2025, now demanding no less than $100 million in damages from Courtney Burgess, his attorney, Ariel Mitchell, and News Nation's parent company, Nexstar Media, Inc. The amendment filed on today in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York cites the persistent reputational damage caused by what Combs' legal team describes as outlandish and fabricated claims. The saga began in October 2024 when Courtney Burgess, a music manager who reportedly testified before a grand jury in Combs' federal criminal case, appeared on News Nation alongside his lawyer, Ariel Mitchell. During the interview, Burgess alleged he possessed multiple videos depicting Diddy sexually assaulting bleeps. You know what the bleeps are, including celebrities at so-called freak-off sex parties. These claims reportedly involve hidden cameras, drug baby oil, and other sensational details. Combs, who was awaiting trial at the time, swiftly responded by filing a $50 million defamation suit in January 2025. The complaint accused Burgess, Mitchell, and News Nation of deliberately fabricating and broadcasting these outrageous lies without proper verification, leading to a media frenzy. Combs' attorneys argued that the allegations not only tarnished his reputation, but also risked poisoning potential jurors in his high-profile sex crimes case. The suit further claimed that the defendants were motivated by profit, including Burgess' alleged sale of phony memoir attributed to Combs' late ex-partner Kim Porter. Additional elements in an original filing reference a bogus 2018 R-word police report and claims of non-existent sex tapes involving celebrities and bleeps. Combs maintained that none of these accusations surfaced during his trial, reinforcing the position that they were entirely false. Let's stop right there. So Diddy is saying because they didn't put this in this trial, they was all lies. I'm going to say this. We're going to find out what's the lie and what's the truth. Because now this has to go. Let me repeat myself again. This has to go to discovery.
Got to.
And I love that. Because now, Courtney Burgess is in them. They're going to have to go and show what their grand jury testimony was about. And if they really did turn over all those files, like they said they did in front of the courthouse, which is right there in that picture on the right-hand side of your screen. They came out of the courthouse, and they said they were grand jury. Now, think about this. And I always thought about this. Everybody said, oh, look, Courtney Burgess and them, they lying. They lying about all this stuff, man. They capping, they making stuff up. If that's the case, why the federal government didn't arrest this man and lock this man up? Why wasn't he immediately arrested and locked up for falsifying allegations against you-know-whos? That should have been an instant crime. That's an instant crime they can charge you and lock your ass up with. An instant crime. Let me repeat myself again. Right? I'm going to repeat myself again. That is an instant crime. Now, once again, Sean Diddy Combs, he came out and said all that stuff Cassie was saying was lies. And that the truth will come out. A couple weeks later, CNN tape comes out, Diddy beating the hell out of Cassie. Then Diddy comes out and issues a public apology. This is after he said Cassie was lying. And that the truth will come out. So now they're saying that Courtney Burgess is lying. The grand jury, if you lie to the federal government, let me repeat myself. Courtney Burgess said he got raided by the federal government. If he obviously got grand jury. He said, and they said they turned in their evidence to the feds. Everything the feds asked for. Right? If he's lying, why didn't the grand jury come out lock his ass up for lying to federal officials? Don't you know that's a crime? Let me repeat myself again to y'all. Don't y'all know that that's a crime? He will be in major fed trouble. Now we're gonna find out. Because I hope this lawsuit goes through and goes to discovery, which means that Courtney Burgess and them, if what they're saying about Diddy is true, they got to show all that evidence in court. That means, and here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, you guys, right? We don't know what the feds got. Still, just because the feds don't charge you with everything don't mean that that's all they had to charge you with. You know why I know that? To the person who said he wasn't subpoenaed, he was subpoenaed. He was subpoenaed. They got grand juried. In fact, he was outside the courthouse the day they got grand jury and flew down there. Him and Ariel Mitchell. And they went on the news right there in New York after he got grand jury. He did get grand jury. Yes, he did. The feds came right and knocked on his door and he got grand jury. Now people try to say, oh, he's lying. He got grand jury. He got grand jury. He got grand jury. Right? Here's the thing. We don't know what happened from the grand jury because, for one, from what we know, he hadn't been arrested and charged with anything. For two, that situation has been very quiet. And for three, let me say this. I'm going to rewind back again to the pretrial paperwork and something that happened in the trial. Go back and look this up online, you guys. I want y'all to look up this file right here to Judge Submaranian. This was presented by the government. The government wanted to use these other victims that they had listed that were not being, Diddy was not being charged for. But they wanted to use their stories as corroborating stories to the victims they were charging Diddy with, right? And I want y'all to read this part right here that the government had wrote back to the judge. And I yelled that part out because that part is very important. It says, although the defendant slings plenty of mud about the non-statutory victims. What does that mean? That means that of some of those victims outside of the limits of statutory. Now, again, if you go back and study R. Kelly's case, they allowed others to come in that weren't being charged in that certain case, who had claims against R. Kelly to testify, and it helped corroborate the ones who they were being charged with. Right? Right? I want y'all to read. See, this is why you got to read the paperwork. All of these different victims, they were not even in the trial. These were corroborating victims that the government wanted to present in this case. It's all in the pre-trial paperwork. This never made trial. Never made trial. So we'll never know what these different allegations said because it was all redacted. But as I always told y'all, the one thing you have to remember about the feds is the feds, sometimes they work slow. The feds take 4 or 5 years to come get you. The Diddy situation happened kind of quick. They said the feds really got up on Diddy after Cassie's lawsuit. So the feds was like, it was like they did a 1 year, and everybody was trying to say, oh, they was doing him, investigating him for all that time, on and off. But for this case, the Cassie thing got it started back up. For this case, right? You guys also have to remember, Diddy said that everything Lil Rod said is lies too. Lil Rod, he goes to discovery on October the 17th. Lil Rod goes to discovery. That means he starts to present his evidence on October the 17th. So we're going to see if what Lil Rod is saying is lies. And if it's not lies, we're going to find out if it is lies. Or maybe we won't find out if they end up settling outside of court before that trial even gets to, or before that thing even gets to discovery on the 17th. Then that means you will never see that evidence in civil court. Right? That Lil Rod claims that he has, and he's going to present. He claimed that in an interview with DJ Academics. He claims he has that. Diddy said all these people like, you guys gotta remember, Diddy said all these accusers, he's got damn near 70 lawsuits out against him. He said everybody lying. I want y'all to understand it. This man said everybody's lying. Everybody. Right? I want y'all to think about what I just said. And if that's the case, why isn't Courtney Burgess in handcuffs right now? Why isn't Courtney Burgess, an Ariel Mitchell kid, in handcuffs right now if they lied about what they said they seen against Diddy? If they could not present that, because that is a violation. If you're in possession of that, what they said they was in possession of, if you're in possession of that, I want you to think about this. That is illegal. You can be prosecuted. Courtney Burgess said that's the reason why he turned the stuff over. That's what he said. Now, if that's the case, why he ain't in prison right now? See, people got to ask these logical questions. He should have been in prison right now if he slandered Diddy's name like that and all that was lies, especially after he was grand jury. But I told you guys, the feds move in silence a lot and they work quietly. And the feds will be on you 4 or 5 years they'll take sometimes to build cases. They won't always just throw everything in one case if they don't have everything they need. And remember, the feds got hit with major blows in this case. Gina's testimony completely taken out of the case. All the evidence and witnesses surrounding Gina taken out of the case. All of the other stuff that they tried to get in the pretrial taken out of the case. All that stuff they tried to present in the pretrial paperwork is right there in the filings. So we're going to find out, and this is a great thing. And now, here's the thing. If Courtney Burgess lied about Diddy, he should be put in prison. If him and the lawyer lied about Diddy. But don't you think the feds would have came and jammed them up and put them in prison if they lied about something like that? Especially on a national platform. They should be, if they lied about that, they should be put in prison. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I just think that if you would lie about something like that to the feds, because they said it was grand, and then if they wasn't grand jury, wouldn't the feds come out and say, no, this is a lie? They were not grand jury. This is not a true story. This is completely false and fabricated. Wouldn't somebody have came out and called them out? Because they went out there on the front steps of the courthouse in New York. That same day they walked out, the news is out there waiting on them. That's where that picture's from on the right-hand side of your screen. They were grand jury. Who knows what the feds have? Who knows what he had that he gave the feds allegedly? We don't know. Diddy's saying it's nothing and he's suing his ass. He's saying nah. Right? So now Diddy's suing him. Now they're going to have to go. And now, if what they're saying is true, guess what's going to happen? The grand jury, the feds are going to have to get involved. The feds are going to, if the feds took all those tapes, the feds are going to have to corroborate that what he said is true on those tapes, if they have those tapes. So, and that would mean if Diddy did not know that the feds had this information and they've been sitting on this, investigating, that means he going to find out soon. He going to find out soon exactly what the deal is. Because if the judge, and I hope the judge allows Diddy's case to go forward, because nobody deserves to be lied on. Even though Diddy has done a lot of bullshit, he doesn't deserve to be lied on like that. But at the same time, neither does Courtney Burgess. Because if you lie like that, you get grand jury and you lie to the grand jury and you ain't got nothing, bro, you going to prison, bro. That's the question. Why ain't Courtney Burgess in prison? Why didn't they lock his ass up if he went up there and didn't have nothing? Gotta ask yourself that question. Gotta ask yourself that question. You guys let me know what y'all think. Everybody think this Diddy thing was over with. This thing is not over with, bro. In my opinion, this thing is just getting started. This thing is just getting started. I think the Cassie stuff, that was a layup. That was the warm-up. I think what's about to come next with all this Lil Rod stuff and all this other stuff with Courtney Burgess. And ask yourself this question. I have a question for Diddy's legal. Why ain't they suing Lil Rod? Is Diddy team suing Rod? Lil Rod? Yeah. knows what Lil Rod have, because Lil Rod ain't even spoke about a lot of this stuff. As far as he said that he got a lot of stuff, but he haven't gave specifics to everything he got. And Lil Rod said he got a lot. He told that to Act in the interview. He told Act, he said, man, wait. He said it's gonna all come out in court. That's exactly what Lil Rod said. Now we're gonna find out if he was telling the truth or not. Because his discovery comes up on October 17th. Right? So again, Courtney Burgess has been quiet. He's been quiet, which says a lot to me. Something's brewing in my opinion. We're going to find out. You know, we really going to find out what the situation is with Burgesses and this whole Diddy thing, man. We're going to find out real quick. And now, with Diddy filing this $100 million lawsuit, whenever this thing goes to discovery, the Fed's gonna have to get involved because they're gonna have. Because if what he said is true, and they gave all that information to the Feds are gonna have to come in and corroborate that. So the Feds, if let's just say if what Courtney Burgess just said was true, and the Feds had that information and they sitting on it for something else, right? That they may have coming down the pipe, right? They didn't want to say nothing to nobody. Nobody would know. But what Diddy's doing is very smart. Diddy is forcing the hand to make them have to prove it. That's what Diddy's doing right now. He's forcing the hand to make them have to prove. And you keep thinking, why they keep denying this man $50 million bails? All this stuff is going through my mind. Why are they keep denying Diddy $50 million bails? And then the judge said something in the other, what you call it? The last paperwork the judge put out, he said no amount of money. No amount of money. And I just thinking to myself, they keep freeing this man. They keep denying this man. Something going on, bro. I don't know what it is. Something going on, bro. We're gonna find out though. Because Diddy's team, I'm gonna tell you something. If Diddy's team don't know what's going on, if there's a secret Fed investigation going on behind that, they're smart as hell. Because them filing that lawsuit is gonna smoke everything out in discovery, or it's gonna speed up that process, or it's gonna put them in the know of what the Feds are in possession of, if they're in possession of anything. Because Diddy said it's all a lie. Because them having that case against him, he will have a right to say, hey, I gave this to the Feds. You can ask the Feds. So we have to wait and see what Courtney Burgess is in Area Mitchell Kidd and them response is to Diddy's lawsuit. That's why I tell everybody, you have to practice patience in this situation. Because we got to sit back and wait and see, well, hold on now. What they gonna say in that response? What that response letter gonna look like? And I'm talking about from Ariel Mitchell Kidd and Courtney Burgess. See, this is one of them ones, you don't rush to no decision on this one. You wait to see what both sides said. Now, Diddy said they lying. Now, they gotta prove that they telling the truth. But what this does is, this puts everything out there. Because now the Feds will have to get involved. Because literally, if this man did give them anything, the information he gave them will have to be presented to and put out there. And then Diddy and them will know if it is or not. Because they're saying, Diddy and them are saying, nah, this is not true. Like, that didn't even exist. This is a cap. So that's why I said, if Courtney Burgess is lying, he should be in prison. He should be in prison. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You guys let me know what y'all think, man. Salute to everybody that's tapped on in. You know what I mean? Appreciate all y'all in the building. Showing love, man. You know, we're gonna find out though, man. Diddy saying this all cap. He's saying they lied on him. You know what I mean? But Diddy has a bunch of lawsuits out against him, and Diddy said everybody's lying. And the reason why people aren't giving Diddy the benefit of the doubt is because he said that Cassie was lying about everything. Then when that tape came out, he said something different. When that CNN tape came out, they ain't know where that came from. That CNN tape came out from the rafters, nigga. That shit came from the rafters, bro. That CNN tape, man, that shit was diabolical, boy. That CNN tape, bro, that CNN tape was diabolical. Y'all know that. Everybody that's watching this video know I ain't lying about that. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'm gone. Y'all have a blessed night.
I'm gone. Y'all have a blessed night. That's crazy, man. Oh my God, Ticket, you done gave me some food for thought on this one. You done gave me some food for thought. Courtney is too weird for me. I can't figure him out. Courtney said he had a thumb drive with all this stuff on it. Just weird. Ain't nothing came out in the trial. Too weird. Then he said he wrote this book that Kim Porter gave him the book, and him and the other guy put the book together. But sure, it's funny, they neither one of them put their name on it. They use a different name. Come find out Courtney ain't even read the book. Courtney said, I didn't even read the book. I never said I read the book. I'm like, what? So you put out a product that you don't even know what's in the product. Okay. Alright. Then you lied and said that I just lied to him because he was getting on my nerves. You said that on somebody else's podcast. You came up and came down so quick, you and your lawyer. And for some reason, now Diddy is suing you because you lied and said you got video footage on that thumb drive of people, minors. You said that. He said that. I'm trying not to spill the whole thing out, but now Diddy got a case against you for a couple of million. And I think that I don't know what to think about it, man, but Ticket was saying that, yo, you was subpoenaed to go in front of a grand jury to talk about what you had, and they came and confiscated what you had and all this stuff. So I'm hoping that what did you? We speechless. You never showed what was on the tapes. What you had on the tapes is that serious? Why everything is such a secret, man? I swear to God, boy, don't let something. I'll be the one to leak that hallway tape. Uncle Michael, put this up. Let it play. I'll put it on a generic video. Yeah, I found a way to get that joint. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I think Courtney is a clown. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. You know, I think he said I ain't never heard none of his music. He said he a producer. Yo, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.